What happens when one of Hollywood's biggest moguls?
You're always struggling with that, dude.
Bro, it's like these words. Like, you always pick the fucking biggest words in the world. They're not even
That's
big
not a
words.
big word. Moguls.
Whatever. Faces a $260 million lawsuit. Tyler Perry accused by actor Derek Dixon of years-long sexual harassment on the set of The Oval. Now has everyone talking. Is Perry the victim of a shakedown, or is this a long overdue Hollywood reckoning? Perry's lawyer says the cases are fabricated. Meanwhile, at the 2025 BET Awards, Perry was honored and used his speech to call out efforts to erase black stories in history, telling the crowd, keep making footprints.
So I don't care if you're struggling, if you're trying to make it, you're trying to build a business, if you have a dream, keep making footprints. Don't let anybody stop you. You can do it. And the last thing I'll say to you is this. Hear me when I say this. Don't let your worry be greater than your faith.
Does this speech hit different given the lawsuit? Will Perry's legacy be defined by his creative empire or by these legal battles? And what does this mean for Hollywood's culture as a whole? Will this case change anything, or will it just be another headline? I'll tell you right now, it's not really going to mess up his legacy because people are I've already seen the comments on it. And people are, the messages were exposed. They were talking about, you already got people saying it looks consensual. Those were just flirty messages. They don't see any harassment in the messages. So people are already downplaying it as we speak. A lot of people just looking at it as, a lot of people have said that, oh, he just wanted to expose that he was gay, something that we all already knew. That's what a lot of people are saying.
I didn't even know that, though. I didn't know he was gay.
I mean, do you watch Madea movies?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the black community kind of already figured that he was gay. If you've watched Tyler Perry stuff, you've seen him interview over the years and all that stuff, people already kind of thought he was zesty. So
zesty.
It wasn't no new information to the community. And so that's what a lot of people are kind of feeling like, oh, he just wanted to expose him. So do I think it'll mess up his legacy? Not really. But I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks if it's something comes of it.
Wasn't there a Boondocks episode of that too?
Probably.
Where he kind of uses power to coerce. It's like, hey, if you want this job, if you want this role, you got to get in this bed with me. And do
there was
stuff.
an episode like that?
Allegedly. Yes.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. That must have been the newer
episode.
Boondocks episodes. I kind of fell off after the original creator had got let go or whatever.
That's
whatever happened with that.
So allegedly, they were meeting up at his house. There was a guest room. Dixon stayed in that guest room. Tyler Perry came in, wanted some ass, allegedly. And, Dixon didn't want it. But I don't know if there's any truth in that. Ever since that he didn't want his own personal show that Tyler Perry said that he was going to, launch and stuff, he just filed and was like, yeah, you sexually harassed me. So, yeah. Dixon alleges repeated retaliation, including being forced to take unpaid leave when he reported harassment. Lawsuit claims Perry's fixers offered Dixon a pay raise and new storyline after he began distancing himself. Dixon claims the EEOC complaint about harassment was never investigated. Perry's BET speech also spotlighted black women as critical supporters of his career. The 2025 BET Awards continue despite ongoing protests in Los Angeles. So do you think this is going to affect his legacy? Do you think this is going to affect the way he does movies? Or was it conspiracy that all this happened is because of his contribution in the movies and how he said, he made a black billionaires. Do you think they're trying to take him down
Do
at
I
that
think
point?
it'll affect his legacy? No. Do I feel like it'll affect the way he makes movies? No. It's not going to affect any of that. Honestly, I think it's going to get brushed under the rug eventually. It's not, I feel like it's just not big enough to make waves, especially with all the stuff going on right now. I just don't think it's big enough to really.
So being
Because honestly, even because was that announced before the BET Awards or after?
after.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. You know, you kind of think of this stuff like maybe a possibility he's being taken down because of his roles in.
I feel like it might end up being a situation where they settle,
Yep, they're gonna settle for sure outside of court.
and then that be the end of that, and nobody's gonna talk about it anymore.
Yeah, no, they don't want the drama at all. I can see that. I can see that happen. Leave your thoughts on that. Comment below. We getting close to the end. Yeah, oh yeah. This Sage saga is a mess, and it's not going away anytime soon. Perry's defenders point to his legacy and philanthropy, while Dixon's accusations is true, if true, fit a troubling Hollywood pattern. For real, it's a Hollywood pattern, bro. It's a pattern of
Power,
sex,
manipulation,
sex,
and yeah, that.
orgies.
No, you can't say that on there.
Oh, you can't?
TikTok, no. They gonna ban your shit.
Damn. Damn.